This meeting to order. Roll call.
Ms. Pastelli will be absent this evening. Mr. Pallone?
Here.
Mr. Sirianni?
Here.
Dr. Selly?
Here.
Mrs. Billings?
Here.
And I hereby certify that this meeting has been published in the newspapers in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act and posted as required by law.
Thank you. Mr. Woolley, boardwalk update.
I will defer to Fran
Fran?
instead. Or Stan and Fred, however you want to decide. Because I haven't physically been down here this week.
Why don't you come up and talk to us,
got
please?
about 100.
Come on up.
So I can see.
They want you up on the dais.
I want to be able to see you.
It's moving along. They got about 100 feet of deck down, and I think they're going to be done a lot sooner than we think.
And they, I know they were going to do some landscaping probably in September, October.
In
right?
September, as soon as the heat obviously drops, they're going to be planting along the dune grass will be planted in the sand that will stabilize the wall up against the sheets.
And they were going to start the West End Pavilion next week or the week after?
24th of September.
Oh, I thought one was this month and one was next month.
I think they're starting the ramp in West End.
The ramp, but the
And then the
building
building
is
will be 24th.
supposed to be the 24th, and then the following month, the 2nd.
Our completion date on the pavilions was into next summer, right?
It was August.
But we should, I mean, it all depends on weather for the winter. But if we get a decent winter, we should be done, you know.
I think Carlos had said 3 months.
Yeah.
It could be done.
They're incented to do this. They just got a huge contract.
Tremendous, really good,
And
really well.
they get
Join your club.
all their
I gotta
assets
get
up there, so they want to finish this up.
Anything else with beach access, or pretty much going to stay the same for the rest?
Yeah, it's pretty much going to stay the way it is right now. Cottage is complete, as you know, bathroom structure, and it'll stay that way. So I think we're in pretty good
They're
shape.
about 75 yards past South Bath now, so they might bring North Bath into play maybe another week or so, but other than that.
And I want to thank both of you and also Harms for the ramp. The ramp for Cottage Place was very, very steep, and it was very difficult for some people to get down. And the next morning, Monday morning, they were already down there lessening the slope and putting a handrail up. So I want to thank both of you and Harms for doing that for the public. It was really appreciated. Anything else?
Yeah, everything seems to be going well.
Yeah, we're happy with everything, moving along good.
We're still very busy despite the fact that we're a couple beaches down. The numbers are strong. There's a lot of people coming as long as the weather holds out. You know, we should have a good season. And these guys have been doing a hell of a job.
I agree. All right, thank you.
Not anymore, I'm talking about
I said, I agree.
Stead and Fran.
Transit Village zoning, Mr. Woolley.
Yes, I am told by Carl Turner that this is actually redundant, that you have already asked the planning board to review the zoning for the Transit Village, but there was some discussion amongst the mayor, myself, Mr. Turner, and our planner about reviewing the density that we allowed. We thought that we might have, we need to revisit that. And basically, you know, I'm just asking that, you know, you send a letter to them, asking them to review that zoning. I know Dave Roberts, the planner that came up with it, has been looking at it. And I think the planning board's going to discuss it either August or September. So, you know, the proper procedure is to ask them to take a look at it. Just a formal deal. Carl said it's already been done. I didn't recall it, so that's why I listed it tonight. It has been done, so be it. If you send him another letter, it's not going to hurt.
So we have an official designation at this point then?
No. We're calling it Transit Village Overlay. We're still working with DOT to get that designation. They had some gas on a couple of the things that we sent in on the application. Dave had answered some of their questions, and we're in the waiting process, so to speak. I don't know the value of that designation. They do have a very limited amount of funds that are available to municipalities that are designated as transit villages to make improvements in those areas. But it hasn't, I'd say for 10 years, well, for 5 or 6 years, it wasn't funded at all. And then they refunded it about 3 or 4 years ago, but very limited funding.
Didn't we get a copy of an email
We just-
stating
Yes.
that there's now funds
Yes.
coming up?
Yes,
Are we going
but
yet?
it's a small amount. No, we can't go until we get the designation. We're going for the transportation aid, the TTF money, which we get every year.
Right.
But
But we can't go for
We
that?
can't go for Transit Village until we get the designation. And it's, I mean, the mayor's telling me, you know, all the money we're spending with the planner trying to get the designation, it's a question of is it worth it, because there's not, they don't have a whole lot of money that they're spending on that to encourage people to live near mass transit, to take people from the highways. It makes sense, but, you know, they claim they have no money in the state.
Is there anything the city can do to push it along?
We are, but the mayor told me to not
Push it,
devote
push
a
it.
tremendous amount of resources to
Okay.
it. So but we're trying to get the designation.
How about follow-up
And
on,
Senator Beck has been very helpful trying to get them to move on that.
how about John's email in regards to the conditions? Have we heard anything from,
No, I heard from my contact up there, Tom Clark, who was, he's appeared here once or twice, that he was going to follow up on it. I'll send him an email tomorrow to find out what, if anything, he has found out.
What about the representatives or the legislators? You were going to reach out to them as well?
Yeah, I didn't reach out to Beck till I saw what Clark was going to do. So, you know, you see, he seemed to indicate that he was going to try and address it. But I mean, all of your claims were 100% accurate. I know that's surprising for me to tell you that, but no, we've been after them for years to invest in that.
what did you do to deserve that?
No. Like I'm going to criticize a council person. No, transit has to pay attention to that station. They've redone every station on the North Jersey coastline. And Red Bank, I think, is working on
Twice.
it might be the third.
Yeah.
And they haven't spent, outside of painting it and putting in bathrooms, they haven't spent a dime down there since 1988, whenever they electrified. So, no, but your points were well taken.
Any other questions? Okay, good to review the regular meeting agenda. Anybody have any questions or concerns regarding the agenda?
No, I'm fine.
John? Okay. All right, I need a motion to close.
Sorry, Lisa. So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I need a motion to adopt a resolution to go into executive session for the following items: contract negotiations, which include the Pier, DRA, Mark Build Homes, Fusco, and TDB, litigation.